Dreamland. Dream on, dream away. Man, homeboy. Here comes the sun. Man, he cleaned his windshield. Started on small time, no game, cocaine. Pushing rocks on the block, I'm never broke, man. Is that apartments or what? I'm gonna find a better way to get over there because that's a. Yeah, it's a little complex. Cut through the parking lot shortcut, huh? Hey, come on, I'm going that way too. Come on, man. What's the purpose of coming through here if you're gonna be going that slow, man? That's how you do it. That's how you do it, blood. Cut. Man, they still right there. Thank goodness I turned. Still right there. Oops. Joan,
Yes.
is the H silent?
Excuse me?
Is the H silent?
Yeah.
Please use your seatbelt for your safety.
used to deliver, and this was my delivery area. This is the worst McDonald's right here. The policeman away. past the street. Is it straight?
No.
Yeah, because this thing is all whacked out, man. Good day, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna have to wait. 7:20. 15 minutes. I guess I'll take it. I ain't tripping. I'll wait 15 minutes. I can't go get a drink. No, better not. This is right here. Yeah, this thing came on a bright. It came on bright. See it? To the airport, so man, which way is the best way to the airport from here? Because 1604 is jam packed. I'm thinking straight down Culebra to well, either which way it goes is jam packed right now. Look how these people park their car right here, look. phone. This. What's the deal? I heard the door. I heard the door. I try not to get in the grass. I wonder which way he's gonna tell me to go, man. Cause man, 1604 was jam packed, man.
And this time on Mondays, school hasn't even started yet.
You have the PIN number, sir?
Oh yeah, the pin.
Are those y'all cars or the neighbors' cars?
Neighbors.
Man, I don't know why they park like
I
that.
don't know. It's a 9040. I have two other cars. He's got daughters, so they all have cars. And
Yeah, but they shouldn't park it like that.
yeah, no.
Especially in front of your house.
Yeah, if I can get one of them to move away, that'd be great.
Let's see which way they got us going. Oh, yeah, I
That's-
think, yeah, we're going all the way to Calibra to, yeah, I guess, yeah, to Bandera.
Yeah.
That's the way I was thinking was the best way. Hey, but 14 is jam packed too, so.
I've
Let's
had
see.
it take me 151 sometimes.
Yeah, at least they widened it. But man, they still got that rumble strip on that one side. I don't see how that's legal for them to just leave that rumble strip on there like that.
It's pretty jarring, yeah.
Well, I've already could have ran over 2 people in the cat lines this morning and last night. I'm like,
Oh, so your week's looking great then.
yeah, yeah, I didn't hit nothing, so I was. I would have feel bad for the cat though, because the cat doesn't know any better.
Exactly.
I don't see how they're walking the street, man. I wouldn't put my life in somebody else's hands like that. Probably have much to live for anyway. I hate to say it. I guess they were both homeless. I don't know. And I hit the lights. He did a little ballerina spin. It was right there on Culebra, but on the other side of 410, closer to where I live.
There's a lot of cats down there.
No, the cat was on Petranco.
Oh, Petranco?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about the Parkson.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he did a little he had a stick, I guess, to beat the dogs if they come close. And he started doing a little ballerina spin. I'm like,
Stick ain't gonna help him. with the
Yeah.
car.
nah, but it was 1 week. It's been probably about a year ago, and I almost ran over 3 people in 1 week. They were all wearing black. I don't know if they were just coming home from work, because a lot of food places wear black, or they were just breaking somebody's house. I don't know.
Even if we walk around the neighborhood like around 8:30 or so, it's like, no, gotta wear something bright.
Yeah, I don't know what people think, man. Then it was a few days ago. I was on 90 and I turned on 211, and I was telling my passenger, I said, yeah, man, one time a lady was found dead right here. She was jogging. And we're like, I said, I don't see why somebody would be jogging right here. We were both talking about, then we see somebody jogging right. I was like, man. And it was still dark.
Yeah. Let's do a jog on this road right here. I'm like, no, thank you. There's no street lights and nothing.
with theirs, but I'm not gambling with my life. Yeah, because when I used to deliver food, this was my delivery area. I would post up at the H-E-B on the Alamo. Right there at Culebra in the 1604. Yeah, because there's a lot of eateries right there.
There is. They're adding more and more.
Yeah, but it's a different method. To this one, I just try to take almost every ride. But that, it was $10, 10 miles.
Oof. That's a lot of miles for $10.
Yeah, that was like my gauge right there. Because if it's not close to that, I'm not doing it. And when school start, like next week?
I know the ones around me up here is, yeah, on the 11th. Next week.
Just right here, it's ugly during school time right here.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. It's nice in school zone. Like, oh, I can actually get around a little bit.
I mostly drive overnight, so I know how to manipulate these lights in the nighttime. It's harder in the day. I flash it 2 times and it helps initiate the, because it emulates the emergency vehicles. And that, you see that plastic thing in the middle of those lights? It's like a motion sensor, so the car in the front, sometimes they're way back, it's not gonna trigger it. You gotta get way close to that line. Cause I'm like, man, why are these cars way back? If I'm not in the front, we're not gonna go nowhere if I'm not in the front. Yeah, I could have got killed right here. I was coming down the access road, 1604 coming this way. There was a bug next to me. It was revving it up. I was like, I was in my car, a Maxima, Nissan Maxima, and he was revving it up. I'm like, oh man, I'm just gonna dust him. But when we turned, he didn't go. Cause I can't see through the car. Man, a car blew the light just right next to me. I was like, man, what the hell? I'm not gonna lie, I get mad, man. And then he blew through this light. There was cars all right there. He just went in that middle lane and just. It's like, oh, that's the wrong way if you're going to the hospital. That's the only way I see you could be driving like that. Somebody shot or stabbed or something. Yeah, I could have died like 10 times doing this. 5 times 18-wheelers.
Oh yeah, I try to get around those as quick as possible.
Yeah, but when you're right next to them, they'll get over. So that's why I try to.
Yep.
And one time, it was probably about a month ago, I had a SAPD officer in my car. And I was on the freeway. He ran me to the shoulder. And then he was so calm. I couldn't believe how calm he was. He's like, yeah, I don't cut them any breaks. I always give them tickets. But he said most of them are foreigners. They're from the Middle East. This is exactly, he told me, the Middle East, India, and Mexico. He said, I could communicate with the ones from Mexico, but those other ones I can't. But then I asked him, because like the last 6 times I've been pulled over, they giving me warning. Even in Austin too. And I said, man, I know I'm a good talker, but I'm not that good. I said, I think y'all like Uber drivers. Because, we take the drunk people home.
Yeah.
And then he told me, yeah, when we're in the police academy, they tell us not to ticket the working man. I can't tell when I was delivering food. They were sticking it to me with the tickets. But I haven't got pulled over with a passenger in the car.
Interesting.
One time Castle Hills got me. I was going 80 and 65. They don't cut nobody breaks. And he cut me a break.
Really?
Yeah. Because I showed him a video that I had. I was going down Petranco and I had to turn around, go back that way. So I turned on Bella Vista and I went back that way, to turn around the little thing. And I was waiting at the light. It turned green, so I'm going. But I don't just look ahead when it's green. I look this way and I look that way. Then I look this way and I look that way. Man, there was a truck coming. At least about 60. I stopped and he just... I showed the policeman that. I guess that helped me out right there. I said, man, look, I could have got killed a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Castle Hills, Alamo Heights.
Any of the small municipalities, one time I was charging the car at Balcony Heights, and because when I come up to the light, I flashed the high beams 2 times. But when I did it, because I'm already said I'm gonna do it 2 times, and it was a Balcony Heights at police officer at the light. But the light changed by the time I got there, And then he pulled into that Jim's and he got right behind me. Then he lit me up. I know I didn't do anything wrong. And I pulled, because when I pull over, I like to pull in somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't want to just pull over right here, because then his life is in danger. So it took me a while, and I pulled over. Because I tell them, I said, man, I hope it's all right that I took a little while to pull over, right, so nobody will hit you. I'm trying to get the leniency already, You got to try to work it, man. Yeah, then, so when I pulled into those apartments and he came up to the car, before I could even see him, he's telling me his name and rank. And he told me, he pulled me over because I flashed the lights. Like, I always flash the lights. I said, I flashed the lights at the stoplight. Oh, that works? I'm like, yeah. How he doesn't know it works? Yeah. Then I threw him a curveball. I said, hey, because about a year ago, a 62-year-old Uber driver got shot in Castle Hills. So I asked him, hey, you hear anything? Because, I'm on the road and I'm not looking at my phone, checking out the news. I said, you hear anything about that Uber driver that got shot in Castle Hills? What? Uber driver got shot? No, I said, you ever heard anything about the Uber driver got shot? He says, nah, Uber driver got shot. And I'm like, yeah. He said, where at? I guess they don't watch the news. I guess when you do that, you don't want to watch the news. I don't know.
Yeah, probably not. They just look at what's in their district or their...
Yeah, but ever since I've been little, I watched the news with my grandpa. So he got me watching the news. I still watch the news. He says, nah. Then he started telling me. He didn't even ask me for driver's license or nothing. he started telling me, yeah, man, y'all Uber drivers should pack a gun. I'm like, I was like, not everybody should pack a gun, you know.
Like that. Let's not openly state that.
Yeah. We're not supposed to pack a gun. I'm not packing a gun. I'm packing this wheel and this pedal. So if somebody tries to do something to me, I'm maybe for the first pole I see. Hopefully I make it. But he didn't know. He just told me that he violates people's civil rights by pulling them over. Right?
For no reason, yeah. It's gotta have a violation of code or something.
And then I got pulled, probably not even a week later, I got pulled over by SAPD. He told me I did a rolling stop. I didn't see him. He came out of nowhere, and because I seen him coming, so I think he's coming for somebody else. I get over, and he's right on me.
Yeah.
He gave me warning, but he already had his mind made up to give me a warning before he pulled me.
Yeah, they usually run the plates and stuff, and if you don't have anything huge on their background, they usually make up their mind pretty quick.
Yeah, then I told him, I said, yeah, but Courtney Heights pulled me over for flashing the lights. He's like, they're not supposed to pull you over. He says, I could be taking radar in the school zone and I see you flashing lights, warning the other persons. He said, that's a freedom of speech, First Amendment.
Always kind of wondered about that one.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
Like the cops got to know that. He just sits there and everybody slows down right as they get to him.
Yeah. Yeah, because like when I'm on the highway, that's what I do. Yeah. When I see the laws and I pass them up, I warn the cars on this other. See, I got it from my grandpa. I warn them on the other side, and they warn us sometimes. You know, they warn us too on this side. So
yeah,
because it's us against them on the highway. But I like to see the cops now. Before I didn't like to see them. Not when I was delivery driving, though. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I was speeding.
Yeah, time money in that situation.
Yeah. But what I didn't understand, when somebody order McDonald's and they live in apartments, they don't give you the gate code. Because you know those fries after like 10 minutes, they're no good. And even sometimes I would deliver the food because you got to take a picture of me. And if people say I stole their food, I'm like, what? I don't want what you ordered. I want what I ordered. All I have to do is do a few deliveries and I can get my own food. But people don't think like that. They'll just, oh, I'm taking this right here. Because that McDonald's on Sheffield in 1604 is the worst.
Yeah, it's always busy. Always busy.
Yeah, but when you go to the window, they already gave the food away to somebody else. I'm like,
so they're too busy. They can't keep up with it.
So I will try my best not to go to that one. And they're always short-staffed and the worst Jack in the Box is there. 151 and old 90. The worst Wendy's is 10 and there's Zavala. Let me see. I remember the worst ones.
Those are the ones that leave an impression.
Yeah. Now, one time, all right. You know, one time everybody can mess up one time, but constantly, nah, man. I'm not. At one time, I went to that Wendy's and if they give me a drink, I try to make sure they give me a straw. I said, where's the straw at? It's in the bag. The straw is not in the bag. The bag's not big enough to hold the straw. I said, well, can you check for me? I was like, if you didn't want to work, you shouldn't have just came to work. She was giving me all that attitude, and then I told the manager said, man, you see how she's acting? And he didn't really say anything. Then she tried to give me the food. I said, nah, it's all right. I already canceled the order. So whoever gets that food is gonna be cold. I'm sorry, but not my fault. How about if I was disgruntled when I come to work? It's bad for everybody, man.
Some people just shouldn't be in a job that has customer interactions.
Yeah, you gotta. My homeboy, I met him at the charge station. He kicks somebody out almost every day. He kicks somebody out of the car. I got over 4,500 rides and only kicked one people out. He's more particular than I am.
How many times does Uber let you do that before they kick you off their roster?
Nah, they don't. It's up to us, you know. They'll probably just give us a 1 star, but I got last time I looked, I had 495 5 stars, so you can give me the 1 star, it don't matter. But the passenger can't get too many 1 stars. They'll kick the passenger off the platform. But one time I picked up a chick kind of close to the airport, and I dropped her off at the airport. And as soon as I did that, it kicked me off the app, and it said that she said that I wasn't the driver. I was like, what? I had to take a picture. I had to change my picture. I still had it. It was like 2 something. I still had 8.5 hours to go, man. I was like, that's like $200 right there, man. So I just went home, watched some TV. Then when I was gonna go to sleep, I looked. It was like, oh, I could start back working again. Nah, that's all right. But they're trying to push the drivers out because they're starting to have those Waymos over here. Yeah, we see them at the charge station. They act like what they're doing is top secret. I'm like, but I tell them, because I drive in Austin too. Most of the time, I've probably driven in this past year. I've probably driven in San Antonio like 3 or 4 months, and the rest of the probably like 8 months over there in Austin. Because one time I had a Premier ride. I dropped somebody off at the airport, and then I had a Premier ride to Austin. It was like $130. It was like $130. So I had like 6 hours left. Then I was like, man, I can make close to $40 an hour over here. Over here is close to 20. So it's a big difference. I'll drive 3-4 more hours to make twice as much.
Yeah.
But the battling the traffic on the way back, man. And one time, that was one of the times the 18-wheeler could have got me and my passenger. But it's all reflex by now, you know. If I have to think, I'm gonna be dead.
Yeah.
I guess that's what muscle memory. Yeah, and they try to compare the Waymos to all the drivers, all the drivers worldwide. You know, they need to compare the Waymos to the Uber drivers, because the Uber driver drives better than the majority of the people, because we're driving all the time.
Yeah, those Waymos in Austin, I just always see them go into the traffic doing a U-turn, but they get startled at every little thing, so they end up like just blocking the street.
Man, I've seen them do all kind of crazy things, man. I've seen them run lights. I've seen them change lanes in intersection. I've seen them. I think he tried to let me in, but I tell him thanks anyway.
It humanizes it.
Yeah, hey, thank you for cutting you off, but slowly. Yeah, I've seen Waymos parked in dark back alleys. I'm like, what is it doing? A drug deal back here or what? I see them, like 3 Waymos parked in front of somebody's house. And one of my passengers told me, he said, yeah, man, they all park in front of my neighbor's house. And he'll go over there and cuss it out. Because, you know, it is recording. then he told me, yeah, he got fed up and just started putting his trash or anything from his yard, he puts it right there so they wouldn't park there anymore. But that, how inconsiderate is that, man?
That's crazy. I didn't think about that. They would just park in Waymos.
Yeah, one time I saw 3 Waymos parked in front of somebody's house.
I'm sure there's a way to say, you know, public parking versus like in front of somebody's house.
It's not illegal.
It's not illegal, no.
Have some courtesy, you know?
Yeah, it's just a courtesy thing, like park, you know, somewhere else or in between the block or whatever it is.
Well, I think the funniest one was I dropped somebody off at the airport, so I'm coming back down Cesar Chavez and by 35, and a Waymo's behind a truck that was broke down at the light. I went and dropped somebody off. I came back, the Waymo was still there. Now let me see who's gonna. Okay, right here. I don't have to force my way in. I try my best not to force my way in. Because I don't like when people do that to me. Yeah, but I tell them, because here in San Antonio, most of the rides are Uber X. Yeah, most of the rides are Uber X. So, but now I have to do Uber X. This is a comfort car, but they make me do Uber X, and you know, that's the lower tier. And in Austin, I'm gonna let them in. I guess not. So that's why in Austin, I'll just go over there. I'll just have it on Comfort and Premier, and well, this car can't do Premier, so it's closer to $1 a mile. So, but so when I went over there, I said, man, it's gonna be busy 4th of July, I think. So I went over there. I turned the thing on. I had to do Uber X, man. I said, I don't want to go over there anymore.
Yeah, they're just gonna force just one option.
Well, because they got the Waymos over there. They're trying, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to thin us out. Because my passengers would tell me, said, yeah, it was between you and the Waymo, and I ain't riding in that shit. They're trying to shoot that to them first. But it has to be within that fenced area.
Yeah.
It's a gimmick, man, and out of the thousands of rides I made over there, we always talk about the Waymo because we see them. And the thousands of rides that I've given over there, me talking to the passengers, only 5 people said they were riding the Waymo, and that's because 3 of them rode in it before. So two people who never rode in it before told me they were riding it. They were youngsters, you know.
Yeah.
So nobody, and it's cost more than a comfort ride. And the car is $70,000. all the equipment on there is another 70,000. So that's 140,000 for the car. And they're gonna have to do 14,000 $10 rides just to pay the car.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of rides.
Yeah. Shit, I don't even think I did 14,000 in a year. And 2 times I give a Waymo employee a ride from the same hotel. The first one, I was in the Mustang Mach-E. He jumps in the car. They're proud to be. They got their chest out. Yeah, I work for Waymo. I'm like, then why you not riding in the Waymo?
Mm-hmm.
It's not because it's not that far from the place, you know.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just wanted to check your car out. You don't know what car you're getting.
Yeah.
So I was like, why is he? Why don't he want to ride in it? He programming it. Then another one from the same hotel. Oh yeah, I work for Waymo. I'm like, oh yeah. Well, why you ain't riding in the Waymo? Oh, I'm on the waiting list. Like, man. I don't know if they think I'm dumb or they think they're too smart. And neither one was a good reason. Because I would pass by there and I would go over there and check out the charging stations they got. Because I was just looking, you know. And then both times when I got close to over there, they said, oh, don't go in the parking lot. Don't go in the parking lot. I'm like, what? It has me to go in the parking lot. But I didn't go in the parking lot. I probably would have confused the Waymos up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I tell them, I said, hey, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but San Antonio is in the market for the Waymo. Oh, this and that, and this and that. And I asked one of them, say, hey man, how much is that? I already know, because I read the articles. Because they always come up on my phone. Because that's what I be looking at. I said, man, how much does that car cost? I don't know. How much does that equipment cost? I don't know. I'm like, if you don't even know that, man. I like to ask questions, I guess. I don't know.
It's good to know stuff. Good to know information.
Yeah, they're fencing. They're driving around and making the fence over here. There's 100 Waymos. I already thought it was 100 Waymos over there in Austin because I see 50 of them in the parking lot. So I said, oh, there got to be double that. There were half of them here and half of them driving. And then I read an article that said all that, how much they cost, and I think it was a 64 square mile area. But they're widening it now. They're making it bigger now. Because they were mostly just downtown. I always wondered why there's manholes in that fast lane. There's like 2 or 3 manholes right there. Like, where does it go from up here? I don't know. I try to dodge them because it's gunk.
Yeah.
Took a guy to the airport this morning. He was 3 hours before his flight.
Cool. I mean, I know they say to get there early, but dang.
I asked him, I said, hey, do you get much sleep the day before you ride in an airplane? He said he didn't because he had a whole bunch of stuff to do. I haven't rode an airplane in years, but I have fun riding an airplane. Cause like if it goes down, it just goes down with everybody. That's what I think, man. But I'm gonna be awake when it goes down, though. He said he was gonna go to sleep. I'm like, I can't go to sleep in the car, much less in the airplane. It's gonna be one of those days which, no matter which lane I'm in, it's gonna be the slowest lane. But usually this is the lane to get in. After driving so much, you figure out which lane's the fastest. A lot of times it's the slow lane, because everybody wants to get off and it's steadily flowing. Like on 35 going to Austin is the slow lane. So they're in the fast lane, I'm just, I don't know if they think I'm getting off. I'm not. I'm gonna keep on going. Watch here. Here goes one right here. One manhole. Two manhole. Three manhole. Oh, here's another one. It's on the shoulder. And another one right. So where does it go? But these electric cars stop fast. It uses the motor to stop. Yeah, because that Mach-E, I could have nailed probably at least 3 people at the light, because they burned the light and there's passengers in the car. It doesn't even, all you feel is the anti-lock brake. Click, 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 click. It doesn't skid or nothing. Even in the rain. Even in the rain. That car's going out over there. I live in the mirror, sir. This one's the fastest until it gets up there. The 2 lanes that come off the elevated turn come to this side over here. So. Yeah, I try to stay this far back. The cars think I'm trying to let them in. I go a little bit further back.
So you've always had EVs since they came out, or you just had?
Nah, well, my transmission went out in my Maxima 2 times, so I've been renting a car for about a year, man, and I've driven about 6 or 7 of them. I had 2 of these. The first one was one of these. I don't know. This car, it drives good, but it just takes so long to charge, man. And I'm sitting at the charge station an hour and a half. Now, I'll try not to fall asleep. Because if I fall asleep, I'm more sleepy when I wake up. But I had that EV6 one day. Then the lady called me and wanted it back. Because me and some other car, we're backing up. I didn't hear the thing at all. I'm backing up like this, and he's backing up like that. I'm backing up this way, and he's backing up like this way, and we collided in the IHOP parking lot on Cesar Chavez and 35, because that's my spot right that I park at when I'm not. Because this electric car, I can't just be driving around wasting the electricity. Because it doesn't just cost me money; it costs me time at the charge station. Yeah, me and the dude collided, so I get out the car. He gets out the car, and he has a son, probably like 16, 17 years old. Man, you hit me. I said, come on, man. We're in a parking lot, man. I already know how it is. It's you got to fix your own car, you know. And then his son, he was a little bit taller than me. Man, how much money you got? I'm like, what? He was trying to squeeze me for some money. I'm like, nah, let's go, son. He's a cop. I'm like, cop. I don't know if it's the haircut or what. Probably the Marine, maybe, but not a cop. So I you know, it was just a baby dent on it. So I was like, eh. Oh, man, that lady having car problems. Oh, she's out of there, man. Yeah, so the Mustang needed some tires. I put 25,000 miles in 3 months.
Ooh.
So it needed some tires, and I called him and said, hey, what's the procedure for me to put tires on here? Oh, just bring it in, we'll put you in something else. So when I went over, it had a crack. Like the first week I got it, I think something hit on like that black side right there. Because I was on the freeway on Austin and I heard a pow. It's like, where's it at? I don't see it. And 30 minutes later, it's halfway through the, I said, eh. But I had the extra insurance because I already know that windshield costs over $500. I'm gonna crack every windshield going back and forth to Austin.
Oh yeah.
I cracked every windshield, and so I took him the car. I pulled the dent out with the little suction cup dent puller, but you can still see the wrinkle right there. I was like, man, I got the insurance on here, so when I turned it in, her husband works with her. He seen it. He seen the dent. He seen the crack. He didn't say nothing. I said, yeah, can I get that EV6? Because it's, at the time, it was the best. Because you could do Premier rides, too. Now it doesn't. But it charges from 10% to 80% in 18 minutes. So, I only had it that one day. But I'm charging it all the way, you know. That extra 20% will pay for the charge, you know. That's how I think. Because if you have an EV and it's your car, you don't want to charge it past 80. It kills the life of the battery. And truthfully, you only want to slow charge it, because when you fast charge it, it kills the life of the battery. Because most people who have one, they're not driving Uber, so they just charge it at their house, which is like what, 10 cents a kilowatt, maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was over there working. So as soon as I got the cars, I went over there. Then she calls me. I already know it's her. I got the phone number programmed, and I answer it, and she said, you're gonna have to bring that car back. But I'm not gonna lie, man, I was scared of that car, because it goes 125 like that. I found that out just going to Austin. I said, oh no, man, I'm gonna go to jail. I already know I'm gonna go to jail in this car. And then I'm gonna think I'll beat the cops. You know, I'm like, it's not working. You know, I was like, man, I'm gonna go to jail in this car, man. So she called me. She says, you need to bring the car back. I said, why? She was mad. I'm like, why? What happened? She says, you try to bamboozle me. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, the car had a dent on it, and the windshield's, it got an 8-foot long crack in the windshield. I'm like, man, the car isn't even 8 feet wide. You know, like, what are you talking about? I said, man, but I got the extra insurance. Yeah, I feel like you try to bamboozle me. Bring that car back. And then she was talking over me. I said, excuse me, ma'am, you're talking over me. Because it's a business, you know. She said, you know what, you're just going to have to go rent a car from Hertz. I'm like, I said, well, I got like 2 more hours to do. I looked. After I charged it up, she kicked me off the app. So I said, oh, man. So I called another Uber driver I know so she could pick me up from the Avis place. So when I get there, she changed her tune. Oh, do you want the Nero? Do you want, you know, I'm like, I thought you was, I'll take that one. So the other Uber driver, she's a girl, when she came to pick me up, you know, she stopped doing what she was doing to pick me up. So I think I gave her like $36. I know it was way too much, but but she was doing bad. So I said, here's $36. So she got happy. I I'm out of $36 and the Premier car. So I can't get the Premier car anymore. She told me I can't.
So most Uber drivers just rent their cars now?
Yeah, a lot of Uber drivers rent their, if they're in an electric car, 9 times out of 10 they're renting the car. So we charge it to 100. We charge it to 100, man. And yeah, well, one of my good friends, I met him at the charge station. The first time I went to go try to charge the car, man, I couldn't get it going, man. And it was charging me every time charging me $30 every time I put my car to there. So next thing I know, I was like, man, what the hell? Like $100 is missing. I'm like, and I couldn't even get no charge. And he told me, he said, yeah, man, it takes a day or two. They give you the money back. See, if you go through, I don't know where my Uber card is at. I lost it in here somewhere. We get 12% cash back when we charge at the EVgo charge station. And when we use that to rent the car, we will get like $25-30 back. But now we don't get it. We don't get it no more. Uber's trying to take every little incentive that we had away from us. They're trying to push us out. You know what I'm saying? For the Waymo could come in and
Waymo's not going to replace everything.
It's not, but it's less competition for them because they're keeping most of the money. They're splitting it between them and Alphabet, the parent of Google. Yeah, Waymo just bought $300 million worth of Lucid. I don't know which one it's called. But those are some good cars. The Lucid. It's the SUV one. I haven't even seen one yet.
Yeah.
300 million they're spending on those cars.
Where they come up with that much cash so quickly.
Okay, just say that I get just say I get a $10 ride. But it costs the passenger $20. They keep $5, I keep $10. 20% of that other $5 goes to the insurance, and that other little 5% goes to all the fees. I don't know what kind of fees they are, but associated with driving. So they make a lot of money. If you work a lot, they're making a lot of money off you. And then you know what? We pay the tax on their money. I don't know how that's legal, man. We pay the tax like I made like 60, or it said I made 60. I don't feel like I made 60, but it said I made 72. So I'm paying the tax on their money. So they don't pay taxes on their money. The driver does. I'm like, how's that legal, man? I don't understand it. I'm not a accountant or businessman or anything. I'm just yeah, it looks good that we're making way more than we are, but that's not really good for us in the long run. That's good if you want to. Yeah, I made 70,000 when you only made 60. But delivering is it's a different story, because the standard fee to deliver is like $5. So we're splitting $250, and of course the driver gets the tip. So the tip is going to make the difference if you're going to go get the order or not. Because like I said, $10, 10 miles, you know. So that's $750. Tip $250 from somebody broke down right here. Oh shit! Sure. That's an EV6. That's the one that goes 125 like that. care. You got a flat tire, you got to get off, man. I have flat tires on the free. I get off. Cause I'd rather you hit me with the car than you run over me and I'm on feet.
Yeah.
I had a blowout on one of those Mustangs I had. It said, when I was leaving from Austin, it said the tire pressure was low. I'm like, I'm gonna get an air pump when I get to San Antonio. But I put it on unbridled mode, like the sport mode.
Mm-hmm.
Man, tore that tire up. I just felt it do like this. I'm going in between 18-wheelers and cars are flashing the lights at me. I'm like, oh man, the tire must be gone. Because it's all-wheel drive, so can't feel it much. They're fun to drive. If you get a chance to drive one, even if it is a Tesla, they're fun to drive, man. It just feels better like this, man.
Actually moving.
Yeah. Because when it's clogged up like that, you don't know if somebody's gonna hit you, man. This car gets right behind. Oh, it's instant acceleration. Instinct. The first little one I had like this, I was going home and I heard a Mustang GT behind me. It sounds good. It's a new one. And we come to the light and he's in the turning lane and there's a car in between. I'm like, I just charged it up, so I said, hey, you think this little EV is faster than your Mustang? But there's two guys in the car here. Nah. When the light turned green, I was waiting for them, you know. It's not going to be fair if I just take off. It wasn't fair to begin with. But I hear them, wah. I just, that's what makes that noise. And in 3 seconds, I didn't even hear the Mustang anymore. I didn't see him till I slowed down because the street was turning, and I didn't do all that just to flip in front of him from going fast. It's bottom heavy though.
Mm.
That's the good thing about these cars. They're bottom heavy, so it's not, the SUV's not gonna flip over. I know he didn't try that again. Yeah, I'm like undefeated in the electric car, man. Oh, the other day was a big Dodge truck. I heard, whoa. I said, then I'm, then we came to the light. He's like, man, that little car's badass, man. I said, it's electric. Whose fault is he? The truck, huh? Yeah, the truck got the front end damage. You better hope he got a camera. Because I hit a BMW about 2 months ago. He cut in front of me 2 times, and the second time I couldn't avoid him, and if I didn't have the camera, it would have been my fault. Because I jump out with the camera because I'm pissed. Because there was nobody in front of him. He could have, even though he got in this lane, he could have kept going, but he stayed on the brake, and that little car was sliding. It was the Kona. I'm sliding, catching up to him. I'm like, oh shit. Then I bow. I was like, damn, man. So we pulled over, and I get on it. I got you on camera, bro. I'm just letting them know. He said, you hit me from behind. I said, it doesn't matter, man. You cut me off 2 times. Didn't use the blinker 9 times. But now I understand people in BMW, they never use blinker. You don't have BMW, do you?
I don't.
No, okay.
No.
Yeah, so Then he says, yeah, man, it's good that you got that camera. I'm thinking, it's not good for you. I think he's probably trying to get a new one. It was a 24 M3, so I know it was about 120.
Yeah.
I know it was about 120. And I said, man, I kept on saying, man, you got a nice car, man.
Southwest.
All right. So then he asks me, man, how fast were you going, man? I'm like, that means you didn't even look in the mirror. Oh, I could have knocked some doors off right here and ran over some legs.
Oh yeah, I always worry about that through here. I'm like, oh, people swinging the doors open just wild.
They're not even looking, man. I look, man. And I anticipate them gonna open the door, so I slow down and look. But if you're already parked there for a minute or two, I assume you already got out the car, did whatever you have to do. Yeah. This car parked a little too close. You got a bag, right? Oh, you got this backpack. All right, well, have a good one, sir. Have a safe flight.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Man, that old EV6, man. Let me creep out of here. Creep. 2386. Now that was about the same. Somebody gave me a tip. $3 tip for an hour ago. That was a short ride from the medical center. Those are the youngsters. How much time I have left? 3:23. $7 ride right here. I'm picking them up from where? Zone 3. $7 ride is not gonna be for a new clip, y'all.